Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam and anyone else who's watching, to a long-awaited episode of Let's Be Aves-ing You. It's been a while, and that's because I haven't had time to record. Let's not beat around the bush. It takes a lot longer to do it like this than it does to just play, and I play at work sometimes, and unless someone's watching, in which case I don't. But no, I totally do, and it's easy just to have on the side, and I can't record when I do that really very well, as you've seen from the past videos. So, it's been a little while since last we met. We were, in this season here, I believe, if we just look at our... So we finished in 8th again. That's the third season in a row we finished in either 8th or 7th. We had a genuinely... Wait a second. No, this is the wrong season. We had a genuinely awful start. We lost the first 4 games, all against, against teams that are not very good. We then turned it around a little bit. We had a little bit of a good run before we dropped back down. We lost 5-1 to Porto. We got through to the Taça de Portugal semi-final, where we lost on away goals to Nacional de Madeira. Our league form had picked up enough that we were not really in too much danger of relegation, which I had worried a little bit about at the beginning. And in the third round of the Cup, we finished second in the group, as we always seem to do. We then finished the season off with a fairly whimperish run of form, ending up with a 3-0 win over Maritimo. And generally being okay, nothing special, nothing terrible. We did have a great run here where we won 6 league games in a row. 1-0, 3-1, 4-1, 3-1, 4-2, 6-3. But yeah, problem obviously with the goal conceding, which we do a lot of. The next season, we signed a few players. I'll go through them in a minute. We came and finished 3rd. 60 points, only 15 off the top, so it's still a long way to go. But we did a great improvement on our previous middle of the table performances. 18 wins, 6 defeats, and 6 draws. Again, we conceded a shitload of goals, so not really great there. Interesting that Sporting won despite having a weaker goal difference, but that's because they beat Porto better in their games. We also, in this season, finished in the... So this season we started off real good, and we didn't lose until we played Porto when we got spanked. But again, we didn't lose again for a long time. We lost against Sporting, so the top 2 teams beating us both times, basically. We got through again to the semi-final of the Taça de Portugal, where we, of course, lost to Vitória Guimarães. I think they scored in the 89th minute to send them through, because it was 1-0, 1-1, and we were going to go through them in their little butlers kits there. Delightful. But yeah, we only lost 6 games all season in the league, and we also lost to Sporting in the League Cup third round, which put us in 2nd in the League Cup third round. Sporting went on to win all 3 domestic trophies. We continued to be generally pretty good. Wins in most of those last few games. Another loss to Porto. We did manage to beat Sporting in the end, and then we lost a ridiculous game to Leixões, and then also another. I don't know if that's how you say that. Leixões. Anyway, Leixões. Anyway, and then we lost also to Santa Clara on the last day of the season, but nobody cared. Mendonça got a load of goals, and we had a generally great season. Obviously, only behind the top 2, so a marked improvement. In terms of signings, because you're going to need to know the background on some of these. So we did make a few. If we go back to this season, which is where we last saw you, we sold a few big boy players. I think you'll remember us doing that. We sold Fevzi Dogan, Eric Leon, etc. We signed... I think you saw all of these signings. We signed Rain Costa, pretty good left midfielder. Does tend to get injured quite a lot, but nevertheless. The next season, we sold on a bunch of those players that we'd bought. So a few of these players just went. Kyriakakis, who we had signed when we first came into the Premier League, finally leaving on a free to the Greek Super League. Was part of the team that won the League Cup with us, but there we go. We then sold Carlos Pereira because I was fed up of relying on him because he's no good. He did keep scoring a few goals every season and doing generally okay. His rating was weirdly high, despite him only scoring 9 goals in 2 seasons. But anyway, we sold him off to Livorno, where he continues to be... that's the average rating that I would expect from a player with those stats, not 6.97. Anyway, he's gone. Wasn't ever good enough. We signed him on a free, though. Oh, no, sorry, we did not sign him on a free. We signed him Oh, in fact, he was actually signed before we started. That was the season that I took. The season before I took over. That was his first season, and he just continually got worse. So anyway, we also sold Neto, sent him out on loan. He has now been sold to. Where did he go? To Brescia. We sold Babaric. I don't know if you remember him. He was a young player that I signed on a free. Sold him for 650k to Otelul in the Romanian divisions. We sold Alex Gray, not by choice, but by release clause to Guimarães for a massive increase on the amount of money we spent. He didn't play that well for us, so I'm surprised he played so well for them. He's not actually brilliant. He's good. He'd still get in our team, but, Anyway, we made some money off him, so that's fine. We also sold Fernando Rodriguez to Brescia, a centre-back who I signed for free, he's been bought by... so he's, again, another player failing upwards, but we got our money out of him, 450k, that's fine. Just trying to sort of get the investment wheels rolling for us here, which I think is really the most important thing. We then, like I said, sold Nana Ayi. I tried to send him into a right back, but he never really worked out, even though he's clearly a right back. He didn't play very much for us. We made a profit on him, and that's fine. He didn't play very well for Dinamo Bucharest. We also sold Abdullah Wahab Sultan, who has now gone on loan somewhere else. But yeah, we signed him on a free, got nearly £1 million for him, and he was rubbish. So fine, I'll take that. I don't mind when I make bad signings if I then make money on them as well, because then they're not bad signings. We also made a lot of money on Kobayashi, a player who is excellent at defending but really bad in the air and very slow. So he's gone on to play for Sparta Prague, where he's done okay. Sold him for 1.3 million, signed him for free. So, another good player, at least in terms of making our money back. We also sold Georgios Kyriakou. He played quite a lot in that season where we were very on and off, where we started appallingly. He conceded a lot. And before he was finally replaced by our first choice goalkeeper, who I think was away on international duty or may have had an injury. Anyway, he stepped in and was poor. Signed him for free, got nearly £3 million for him. I'm not going to complain. Ivica Pukic, he's one of the players who he's been and gone since you have last seen us. I signed him for 4.6 million. He had a £9.25 million release fee in his contract, so I unfortunately lost him out at January to Shakhtar, where we so he played 13 games for us. He's done okay for them, which is good, I guess. He's actually not that good, and we got 10 million quid for him, so I'm fine with that. And then again, Vlastimil Pokorny, a really good goalkeeper who I signed, and he wasn't playing because he's not technically as good as our current goalkeeper. And I thought that maybe we might be able to do what we have done, sign him on a free and then immediately sell him for £3.6 million. That's fine. So there, off he goes. He's sorted himself out with a good bit of money. That's good. You can see that's where I signed him. Other players that I signed who were important, Socrates Tsoupas, who has now left already. I signed him for 1.1 million, sold him for 1 million. So yeah, a little bit of a loss, but... Pukic, as I said there, signed in from Greece and has gone already. We did sign a new centre midfielder, Jan de Jong, a good player, plays pretty well when we get the chance to actually play him. He's quite often injured, and currently injured in fact. But yeah, doing okay. Not the perfect central midfielder. Certainly the injuries he's had have slightly taken a toll. He's not very physical, but he's okay. We then signed Oyvind Nolf Hansen, who's okay. He's come in from Haugesund. He scored 5 goals last season, but most of those were in the cup. He's scored this season in the league as well, so that's nice. He's basically our backup striker, and that's fine. We also brought in a young up-and-coming centre-back from Lithuania, Mirauskas. He'll be fine. But he, still needs to progress. We signed this guy as a sort of left-back cover, just in case we needed him. He made about 11 appearances for us, 8 appearances. There you go, 12, 13 appearances in total, mostly as substitute appearances in the league. It wasn't very good, isn't ever going to have a future in the game, but I needed a left back. He filled that gap. And then a player who actually is quite good, Johannes Bender, a right back for us who has come in from this Austrian side, I believe. Niederösterreich St. Pölten. So yeah, anyway, he comes, he's really good, and you can see that. This season, we have sold a few more players, so I've mentioned most of them. Galin Stanev, he's left to join Deportivo in La Liga for nearly £1 million, so a bit of a profit on him, that's fine. And we brought in 4 players. Hintz Marco on a free, he's a very good centre-back, comes in from Salzburg. We also signed a Nenad Tepavcevic. He's a young goalkeeper, so I finally decided to find a goalkeeper who will accept to be a backup instead of just whinge constantly. So in he comes for a little bit of money. I'm hoping that we can make some profit on him, and he'll develop if we ever lose our first choice. And Martin Ivanov, who comes in, he's a good right back, centre back option. Came in from Dnipro, who won the Ukrainian Premier League, which is annoying. And the final signing was Ryuzo Sakai, a left midfielder from Volga. He's pretty good, so I'm hoping that he'll be okay. He's not like superstar quality, but he's pretty quick and he can cross, and that's basically what you need. So that's the plan. Now, last season we came third, as I mentioned. What that did for us was it meant that we qualified for the Champions League. So after having never any European football at all, we are now in the Champions League. You'll see we currently sit second in the league after winning our first game against Moreirense. We are behind Porto, obviously. Sporting drew, so we're already ahead of them. That's good for when they beat us. But yes, what we did was we qualified for the Champions League, but because Portuguese teams have been dreadful recently, instead of qualifying for the group stage, which we would have done the year before, our coefficient dropped, and we are now in the best place playoff, and we drew Spurs. Tottenham Hotspurs. So we will be playing Tottenham Hotspurs. They are pretty average. Eastbourne Borough sit atop the Premier League, as is their wont. Dagenham and Redbridge as well in there. It's a delightful world. Oxford United have come back up. That's a shame. Brighton, Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester United. Swindon are still there. I think Western-super-Mare... Oh, they survived. Okay, Western-super-Mare last season finished just above the relegation zone. Which was nerve-wracking. Anyway, we're now going to play against Spurs, so let's do it. We're going to play both legs in this video, and then we'll see when I come back to record another one. It'll be some point, but it won't be now. So, yeah, let's crack on. They've won their last few games. I've also won our last few games. We beat Dagenham and Redbridge from the Premier League, so, yeah, we're great. Now then, Tigran King is going to get in that starting 11. He's still here, of course. Eduardo Juarez. Did you see this guy? Andile Maseti. So he's our defensive midfielder and very good. Everyone wants to buy him for a lot of money. So I say no, for I am a bastard. Otherwise, though, we don't have a great deal of... Oh, did you see Arnold Atundi? He's good. I might even start him. Well, I definitely will. I'm not playing Hansen. And Mensil as well. I don't know if you saw him. He's okay. He's a favoured personnel because he's got a hat-trick on his debut. Do we have anyone else who can go on the bench? I don't think so. No. And we could have a... Well, okay, we'll just in case, we'll put him on the bench. Right. Yeah, I know. So it's a statement to the board to say I need more money. They're playing this team. Let's have a look. Diagaraga, very good player, probably going to score. Paddy Reed, very good player, probably going to score. He's only 22. He's had just a shitload of clubs. Damien Ward, not the Damien Ward. It is the Damien Ward. Well, there we go. The Damien Ward. He returns to haunt his former boss, no doubt. What a legend. What a player. What a player. Jesus, we had some good players at San Marino. Vasil Benjo, good name. I like that name. Came through at Karpati. Vissers, Peter Vissers, also good. Wow, they have a young, good team. This could be the year. This could be the era of the Spurs. Rob Sabayo, he's not so good. I mean, I'd still sign him, but he's not that good. Then they've got Pedro Costa, good player. Katikaridis, very good. Fuck me. He won the Europa League with Swindon. Jean-Marc Dumas. Jesus Christ, Spurs. And they're in the freaking Champions League playoff. Lakis Servas, also good, bit old though. Okay, so there's absolutely no chance that we're going to win this game. Jovica Setkovic, also great. Started his career at Srem, which is fun. Sokli is our goalkeeper, by the way. Sandile Zokli came through at Jorno Cosmos. Or was it Jomo? Jomo Cosmos. So good. Anyway, a bit of fun. And this is the team. So let's go. Let's get ourselves battered by these boys. This is our first ever game in Europe at the Estadio de Club Desportivo de Aves. The board will not increase, or we can't even ask to have it increased. It has to be rebuilt. And we still don't sell it out because we haven't done anything really. We won the League Cup, so there's not been any reason for the fans to suddenly all come out screaming and chanting to see the team. So yeah, they don't really see any need to rebuild the stadium yet. That will come, I'm sure. Benjo, love that guy. Good name. Oh, Paddy Reed offside. What a mug. Paddy Reed offside, what a mug. Pinto plays it forward towards Etundi. I can't remember if you've seen Pinto either. Pinto's good. Well, this is why you don't record like once every 1.5 seasons, because it makes it hard to remember what's going on. Nevertheless, enjoy it. Spurs pretty much encamped in our box at the moment. Suspect they'll probably win. We could have drawn some pretty rubbish teams. We could have drawn some Russian side. I can't remember which one they were. But yeah, we didn't. We obviously drew Spurs, probably the hardest team we could have drawn. Pinto, forward, tries to cross, wins us a corner. Well done, Costa. Here now, Massetti's going to bring it in. It goes in towards Hintz, but he doesn't get there. Andreu to Massetti now. Massetti to Costa. Costa, can he cross there? He does, but Atundi doesn't manage to get there. Costa again crosses, Dumas clears. Pinto on the ball. Pinto has scored a few absolute worldies for us. He only scores worldies. Vasileu has a shot forwards and it was blocked, so it's a corner. Massetti's ball towards Pangaea. Dumas heads it away. We want a penalty. We're not going to get one because we never get penalties. Unless we're like 4-0 up. That's the Football Manager way. Andreu's coming over to take this. I'm not sure why you're taking it that long. Andreu to Pinto. Andreu again. Oh, lovely. Oh, if only someone was actually there. This is a surprise. I can't imagine it even if we... Mendonça scores! Mendonça scores, I was going to say. I cannot imagine that if we take a lead back to their stadium, they're not just going to absolutely wallop us. But nevertheless, we have our first ever goal in Europe. It's scored by Ricardo Mendonça, who scored his 100th league goal for the club in the last match against that Maryland Segit team. Pangaea heads away. Mendonça gets the ball to Massetti. Atundi, it could be 2 on the counter. Atundi, okay, Pinto with the ball. Pinto to Massetti, to Costi, surely offside. He finishes and he was offside. Bit of water there, lovely stuff. 38 minutes, 45 minutes nearly. There's going to be a goal from the corner, surely. Oh, it's not. It's somehow kept out. Ward's ball in towards Reed. They keep just about getting it away. Pangaea, the centre-back, playing in the attacking midfield role there. Sort of clears the ball. Yeah, good. Andreu to Tigran King. Tigran King to Vasileu. Vasileu to Tigran King. Into Etundi. Etundi back to Tigran King. Tigran King forward to Mendonça. Mendonça's running with the ball down the left. Or down the right, sorry. Tigran King. Andreu forward to Mendonça. Mendonça, can he have again? He does, but it's offside. I mean, that's much more... or far closer than the other offside call. I wasn't sure if that was going to be called off or not. But it was 1-0 up. I'm not sure why they're playing in purple, by the way. Surely purple is more likely to cause confusion against red than white is. But again, I guess our kit is red and white stripes, so I suppose. Anyway, Andreu. Setkovic back to Pedro Costa. Probably Pedro Costa because he's Portuguese. The one big problem I'm finding in the Taca, the main cup, is that it's not that. It's in the League Cup. Is that we now only have one good Portuguese player. And you need to have 2 in your starting lineup, and we're not at that. So I know we did that quite a lot with Lviv, where we would play like we'd have our one good Ukrainian player and then like the best of the shitty youth players that we had play. But we don't currently have any good youth players. So and even when we do that, so we can still beat the shonky average teams that we play against, because in that third round of the cup you always get a bad team from like the lower divisions, a team from lower down in the Premier League, and then one of the top 3 or 4 teams. And we can still usually beat the 2 teams that we would expect to beat, but we still get beaten by the... Oh, go on, Costa. Costa crosses Mendonça. We still get beaten by the team that you'd expect to lose by, and that's because they can make those changes and still have decent squads. So, you know, we're still and will forever be... forever. For a little while anyway, until we have enough money to sustain a bigger squad. Oh, Reed, Zocli. Getting into the Champions League group stages would be massive for us in terms of money. Even getting in... See, the question that I had before recording this, Sam... I don't know why I say this as if anyone else might be watching, but I know it's only Sam and Josh, so you know the conversation we had. But the conversation we had was, do we drop into the Europa League if we lose this tie? Because I think you can lose the playoff and end up in the Europa League. I cannot remember if it's... Oh, wow, we have so few options. What I don't remember is whether or not it happens from the Champions League if you're not a champion. I think that it's split into the Champions playoff and the non-Champions playoff for that reason, but it might not be. That might be wrong. It's been a while since we've been in Europe and needed to go through a qualifying leg. Oh, come on. We've injured Price. And of course he takes, you know, the second longest trip he could possibly take off of the pitch. And the physio's even slower. Okay, Pedro Costa up to Andreu. Andreu, we can't even take advantage of that. Pinto, big ball forward to Tigran King. Tigran King scores. It's 2-0 to Aves. Unbelievably, from another set. Well, from a set piece. Was the other one from a set piece? I don't think so. Tigran King's ball into the box. Sorry, Pinto's ball into the box. Tigran King gets on the end of it, takes a touch, and then slots it home underneath the goalkeeper, Setkovic. Absolutely no chance. Diragaga. They're surely going to score an away goal and we're going to go out on away goals. They're going to win 1-0 at home. It's just from playing as Lviv in the Champions League, I cannot ever imagine that I'll be happy with... Oh, Etundi, get a third. Etundi crosses. Oh, it nearly found its way through. Pedro Costa got in the way. Sakai into Mendonça to Juarez to Tigran King. It's a third. It's 3-0. It's 3-0 to Aves. Come on, Aves. 3-0 against Tottenham Hotspur. Unbelievable. Don't get an away goal. Don't get an away goal. Fine. We need to take off Etundi because we just don't have anyone else we can possibly bring on. We're suffering from a couple of mini injuries, a couple of decent injuries which are slightly limiting our options here. Massetti back to Pangia to Andreu to Pangia to Zocli over to Pinto. One of our strikers was well offside there. Juarez to Menzel. Over to Mendonça. Could it be 4? This is the more that we play well, the more this is going to hurt when they knock us out on penalties. Damn you. Pedro Costa puts the ball forward. Andreu gets there. Mendonça. Oh, Pedro Costa again. Ward through to Reed. It's 2. And yeah. Oh, he's just scored his first ever goal for them. That's great. Where's he running with that? Where are you going? Aegis. What an Aegis. 3-2. Don't. No, it's going to be even more painful if they equalise in this game. No. Oh, God. Good save from Zocli. Price. Juarez just about gets it rid. Reed. Back to Vissers. Mendonça gets there. Can Mendonça break? He does. He's gone round 2 men. Can he cross it in? It's gone out for... That's never a goal kick. Come on. Setkovic forwards. Andreu. Somehow that's out. That's theirs. Pedro Costa to him. Pedro Costa to Sabayo. Visas. Pinto gets in there. Lovely interception. Menzil gets there now. Can he run with it? He can. He was taken back by Dumas. Mr. Markley. Mr. Markley. Send him off. Yellow card for Jean-Marc Dumas. Jean-Marc Dumas. Hins to Massetti. Massetti through to Tigran King. Oh, we won a corner right at the end there. But yeah, Tigran King, what a player. What a game he had. He's not. I hesitate to say what a player he is because he's not having. Did fine though in this one. We won 3-2. Does that give us any money? It would be quite good if it did. Let's have a look. No, we don't get any money for that. Damn. Okay. Well, a superb performance. Well, still plenty of work to do. He was simply faultless. He did play really, really well. The question is, can we now transfer that into a qualification into the next round? I suspect not. You remember from the San Marino games where we would narrowly win at home and then get bollocked away. So let's see. Now, I'm not going to play the Beira-Mar game. I'm going to press pause and then I'll come back for the Spurs game in a minute. So speak to you in a bit, guys. Bye. And we're back. Well done, guys, for waiting all those milliseconds. In the meantime, we beat Beira-Mar 4-0. 2 goals from Mendonça, 1 from Etondi and 1 from Vasileu. His first goal for the club. This is him, by the way. This is he. I think you'll remember me signing him. If you don't, there he is. He's great. Not really a good central midfielder yet. He's still working on that, but nevertheless, we got there. So let's put back in Tigran King. We are missing still Pavanov, who's back soon, and De Jong, who'll be back in a week. We've also brought in to that game Ivanov. He's coming out now, and I think we're going to bring in Bender or Andreu. Which one's better? I think Bender's much faster, so we'll put him in. And otherwise, I don't think we've got anyone else we can actually put on the bench anyway, so let's go. I can tell them not to get complacent, but I have to say, I'm almost certain there's no chance that we're going to come away with a win from this. Yeah, straight away. Oh, okay, it's gone over. So they have 2 away goals, so we need to score. We need to get at least 1, I think, but more likely we're going to need to score like 3 because I think they're just going to score a bunch of goals. They're playing with basically the same team. I might be wrong. No, Dumas even played last time, so yeah, Diagoraga shoots well wide. 10 minutes in though, and they haven't scored yet, so that's good. One of their players is off for treatment. We get it out. Bender, big clearance. Pedro Costa gets there. Katinaridis, Diagoraga, he was offside. Another corner. Hints clears. Benjo. Diagoraga, Benjo. Zocli makes a good save. They are having all of the chances, although here we go. No. Even our one throw in deep in their territory ends up with them having a chance. And score. Oh my god, he missed. Unbelievable. Visser to Sabayo. Benjo. Vissers, come on. Pedro Costa, come on. Ward, he makes a great save. It's a lovely bit of football from them. Their fans applaud. I applaud. It was nice. "27 minutes gone. We've not had a single... Have we had a chance? Nope. Oh, and Hintz gives away a foul on the edge of the box. Don't get yourself sent off. He gets booked. Ward with a free kick. Smashes it over. Ward is having a poor game in terms of finishing, he says, touching wood. Pedro Costa benders off. Diagoraga puts it in there. Mendonça heads it down to Atundi. And could we break here? Atundi to Tigran King. Tigran King up to Atundi again. Atundi now. Tigran King one more time. Vasileu to Mendonça. Mendonça with the ball. Still going. Setkovic forced into a save. And we do have some life left in us. Massetti puts the ball in towards Hintz. But they've cleared it. It's another corner for us. Massetti's corner comes in again. We keep sort of going towards it, and it looks like they back off, but I guess it's just the other player getting in there first. Benjo to Tsevas. He's going to cross. Hintz's interception just gets it away from them, and now they cross in, and it's another goal kick for Aves. Come on. Ward's corner now. Dumas heads wide. Shouldn't even be playing after that foul in the last game. Zocli, Etundi, Ward, Reed, Diagoraga. Terrible finish. Benjo to Pedro Costa. Dumas tackled by Massetti. Sakai has it now. Not sure if I meant to leave him in, really. It's okay. Ward, good save. We just about clear it. Etundi now again. No, Pedro Costa to Vissers. Pangia heads clear. Benjo out to Pedro Costa. Vissers. Benjo. Vissers. Ward. Pedro Costa. In. It's cleared. Not quite. Ward gets it again. It's cleared again. Dumas. Tigran King gets in there. He tackles it again. Etundi. Oh, why did you foul there, mate? $69. Who's? Oh, that's not what I meant. Bender's slightly hurt. We might have to consider taking him off. Ooh, who just texted me? Was it Josh or was it Sam? It was Josh. Setkovic. Etundi. Benjo. Ward shoots from long range and misses. Zocli now. Big left. Could have gone big left. Had to go straight down the middle though. Pangier to Bender. Tigran King. Mendonça has the ball. Back to Tigran King. Tigran King back to Bender. Tries to play the ball in. Was a bit of a wasted ball, really. A bit sloppy. Diagoraga has the ball. Shoots and goes out for a throw-in, unbelievably. Sabayo. Pinto gets in there, lovely stuff. He's so quick. He's really, really rapid. Vissers, great ball through to Reed. He puts it away, but it was called offside. Let's just check. Old Bender is looking pretty tired, so we're going to bring him off. Vasileu in the middle's looking knackered. Sakai is also tired, so we're going to bring on Costa, and we'll see what we can do about the middle of the park in a minute. Okay, Massetti puts the ball in the middle. Could we nick a goal from a corner? Would be delightful. Diagoraga out to Reed. Diagoraga now running with the ball. Oh, he's gone past Andreu. Vasileu even. It's okay though. Oh, what are you doing? They want a penalty and we just give them a throw-in. There's no need for that. Pedro Costa. Into Diagoraga. Pangia clears. Not quite. There's heads on balls though. Vissers clears. Race shoots from long range. It's a corner. Still got my head in the heads on balls comment. We're so close to the 69th minute as well. Nice. Oh man. Stop. Enough of that. Right, Race puts the ball forward. Terziev at the back post, completely unmarked. Unbelievable. They've hit the post. Oh my goodness me. 65 minutes gone. We scramble it clear once again. Andreu. Diagoraga gives it to Terziev. Pedro Costa. Tigran King. Vasileu. Pedro Costa loses. How is that their throw? Every single one of these is their throw, unbelievably. Tsevas tries to put the ball in. Reed gets it. Price to Vissers to Ward. Ward turns and hits the crossbar. Vissers, his shot is blocked, I think, by their own man. Pedro Costa now tackled by Andreu, and it is a throw-in again for Spurs. Diagoraga puts the ball towards Dumas at the back post. He hits the post. Hintz gets it away. Hintz, huge ball up towards Atundi. Atundi now running with it. loses out immediately, but we have a throw-in. How is Atundi that tired? He's hardly run at all. Spurs piling on the pressure. I mean, the entire game has been piling on pressure. Price to race. Pangia clears. Atundi, move a bit faster, my friend. Pedro Costa in towards Diagouraga. He tackles Pangia, but we get it away. Tigran King, huge ball. Not really. And intercepted. Reed with the ball toward. We clear. We don't clear. Damien Ward, I told you that he would come back to haunt us and that we would go out on away goals. I fucking told you. God damn it. Oh, man. Anyway, Atundi, Tigran King, Andreu. Yeah. Okay, Juarez gets in there. Atundi, could we nick one? Mendonça with the ball still. Mendonça tackled. We want a penalty. He's not going to get one. Let's take a little bit of time. Massetti, no rush. Massetti's corner goes in there. It's cleared. Pinto shoots from range. He does have a longer range shot in him, but not this time, unfortunately. Pinto to Costa, to Massetti, to Costa. Costa back to Massetti. Atundi. Costa again. Big ball forward to Mendonça. Mendonça! Juarez! God! The chance is there. The chance was there if only Mendonça had passed it a little earlier or shot a little earlier or done anything a little earlier. In the end, he was crowded out. Sevas puts it back into Zokli. Zokli to Andreu. Andreu forward to Tigran King. Tigran King's huge ball. Mendonça is free. Mendonça! Oh, Mendonça. He's been on scintillating form this season and last. He scored 30 league goals last season, or 30 goals last season anyway. Juarez to Atundi, loses out. Someone is texting me like a madman. Ward puts the game to bed. Oh, damn you, Ward. Make me comb my beard. Juarez to Atundi. Mario Race fouls. Come on, we need to score some goals. Let's just go overload. Mendonça's free kick. Into the wall. Pinto up towards Tigran King. We do have a throw. Andreu to Mendonça. Again cleared, and Reed's going to score now. Oh, it's a great save from Zokli. We clear again. Costa, keep going. Big ball forward to Atundi. So slow. Atundi loses out to Dumas. Andreu to Atundi. Puts the ball in. Costa again. Oh, we nearly force it in. It doesn't quite get there. Massetti puts the ball in. Nope. Diagouraga. Will they score one on the counter here and just wrap things up? Diagouraga taking his time out to the corner. Very experienced and not a bad result. I mean, not a bad performance. Not a great result, of course, but not a bad performance from Aves at all. They played fantastically well. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Naftan, the Belarusian champions, are into the Champions League group stages. Does that mean we qualify for... So yeah, we were given 1.8 million, which is nice. I don't think we've ever won a two-legged tie. Actually, it's not true. We did in the League Cup. I don't want to say anything. Damien was... Yeah, well, Damien's a legend. Yeah, he is a fantastic player and I love him. So we've been knocked out of that competition. I just want to know if that means we're also knocked out of the Europa League. I think it probably does. I think that's the end of our European situation. But it could be a surprise in the tail, and we could end up, playing in the Europa League still. So we'll have to see. I think we need to... I won't find out for a little while because I don't think it can tell me who I'm being drawn against until they've had the Europa League draw. So let's just see. has this round even been finished yet? So that round is done. The Europa League, they're still on their 4th qualifying round. So I think that after this we find out. So, right, I'm going to save it there then and end this video. I'll let you know if we get into Europe, and maybe we'll have another video later on in the season. Ciao for now, guys. Bye.